David Deida's The Way of the Superior Man, a spiritual guide to mastering the challenges of women, work, and sexual desire, first published in 1997, is a profound exploration of what it means to live as a conscious, purposeful man in the modern world, blending spiritual philosophy, psychological insight, and practical guidance. The book serves as both a manifesto and a roadmap for men seeking to embody an authentic, powerful masculinity while navigating the complexities of relationships, work, and personal desires. Organized into 51 concise chapters, each packed with direct and often provocative wisdom, Deida's work challenges men to align with their deepest truth, act with courage, and live with an open heart. This comprehensive summary delves into the book's teachings, weaving together its core themes: purpose, work, relationships, sexual desire, and spirituality into a cohesive narrative that captures the essence of Deida's vision for the superior man. The foundation of Deida's philosophy is the concept of living with purpose, which he describes as the guiding force that gives a man's life meaning and direction. This purpose is not a mere career, hobby, or external goal, but a deeply personal calling that reflects a man's unique gifts, values, and spiritual truth. Discovering this purpose requires introspection, courage, and a willingness to confront what truly matters, even if it means facing failure, rejection, or uncertainty. Deida argues that a man without purpose is like a ship without a rudder, easily swayed by societal pressures, fleeting pleasures, or the expectations of others. He urges men to prioritize their purpose above all else, including comfort, security, or even relationships, because living in alignment with this inner truth is what fuels vitality and resilience. For example, a man might be tempted to stay in a stable but unfulfilling job to please his family, but Deida warns that this compromises his integrity and diminishes his life force. Instead, he encourages men to act decisively, embrace discomfort, and live as if they have nothing to lose, free from the internalized voices of doubt or societal conditioning symbolized by his advice to live as if your father were dead. In the realm of work, Deida views a man's professional life as an extension of his purpose, a vehicle for offering his unique gifts to the world. He advises men to pursue work that inspires them and aligns with their deepest values, rather than chasing money, status, or external validation. True success, in Deida's view, comes from serving something greater than oneself, whether that's a creative project, a cause, or a vision for positive change. He warns against settling for mediocrity or procrastinating on dreams, emphasizing that indecision and fear of failure are enemies of growth. A superior man takes bold action even when the outcome is uncertain, and embraces challenges as opportunities to refine his skills and character. Deida also stresses the balance between freedom and discipline, noting that while freedom is a masculine ideal, it is achieved through mastering one's habits and directing energy toward meaningful goals. For instance, a man pursuing a passion project should focus on consistent effort, breaking tasks into manageable steps, rather than waiting for inspiration to strike. To stay on track, Deida recommends surrounding oneself with mentors or peers who challenge and inspire, as well as cultivating practices like journaling or meditation to maintain clarity and focus. Relationships, particularly with women, are a central focus of the book, and Deida's teachings here are rooted in his concept of masculine and feminine energy polarity. He describes the masculine as purposeful, directional, and grounded, characterized by focus and presence, while the feminine is fluid, emotional, and radiant, expressed through movement and emotional depth. In romantic relationships, Deida argues that attraction and passion thrive on the dynamic interplay between these energies. A superior man embodies his masculine essence by being a steady, reliable presence, capable of holding space for his partner's emotional waves, whether joy, anger, or sadness, without withdrawing, becoming defensive, or trying to fix her feelings. For example, when a partner is upset, Deida advises listening deeply and offering love rather than arguing or retreating into silence. He emphasizes that a man must prioritize his purpose over his relationship, not out of selfishness, but because a woman is most fulfilled when her partner is living his truth, as this inspires trust, respect, and attraction. Deida warns against seeking a partner's approval or sacrificing one's mission to avoid conflict, as this erodes both the man's integrity and the relationship's passion. At the same time, he encourages men to love fiercely and fully, embracing the chaos and beauty of intimacy as a path to growth. To maintain polarity in long-term relationships, Deida suggests that men take responsibility for keeping passion alive by initiating intimacy, planning meaningful experiences, and making decisions that relieve their partner's burden, all while honoring her autonomy and emotional depth. Sexual desire is another key area of exploration, with Deida framing it as a powerful force that, when channeled consciously, can lead to both personal and spiritual transformation. He encourages men to approach sex not as a mere physical act, but as a sacred practice that integrates body, heart, and spirit. A superior man takes responsibility for his desires, directing them with intention rather than being controlled by them. Deida warns against habits like excessive pornography or casual sex, which he believes dissipate sexual energy and disconnect men from deeper intimacy. He emphasizes the role of sexual polarity in creating attraction, noting that a man's ability to embody confidence, decisiveness, and emotional grounding enhances desire and connection. For example, Deida suggests practices like conscious breathing or seeming retention during sex to deepen intimacy and prolong pleasure for both partners, transforming the act into a meditative experience. He also frames sex as a spiritual gateway, a way to transcend ego and connect with the divine, seeing one's partner as a reflection of the feminine divine. By approaching lovemaking with reverence and presence, a man can align his sexual energy with his broader purpose, creating a profound sense of unity and fulfillment. Spirituality permeates Deida's teachings, drawing on a blend of Eastern and Western traditions to cast the superior man's journey as one of self-realization and transcendence. He encourages men to confront their mortality, using the awareness of death as a reminder to live fully in the present. Fear of death, failure, or rejection, Deida argues, holds men back from embodying their true potential. And embracing impermanence is key to living with freedom and authenticity. He advocates for living with an open heart, which means being vulnerable, fully present, and willing to face discomfort without shutting down. For instance, a man might hesitate to express love or pursue a bold goal due to fear of rejection. But Deida urges leaning into that vulnerability as a path to growth. He also emphasizes inner freedom, the ability to release attachment to outcomes, approval, or control as the ultimate form of liberation. A superior man acts from a place of inner certainty, unswayed by external validation or criticism. To cultivate this mindset, Deida recommends daily spiritual practices like meditation, breathwork, or reflective writing to stay connected to one's inner truth. Physical health is also integral, as the body is the foundation for a man's energy. And presence. Practices like exercise, healthy eating, and conscious breathing help maintain vitality and clarity, enabling a man to show up fully in all areas of life. Deida also underscores the value of male friendships and community, encouraging men to seek out other men who share their commitment to growth and purpose. These relationships provide accountability, challenge complacency, and offer a space to share struggles and insights. A man might join a men's group or seek a mentor to stay aligned with his goals, ensuring he doesn't rely solely on his romantic partner for support, which can create dependency and weaken his masculine core. Equally important is solitude, which Deida sees as a tool for self-discovery and reconnection with one's purpose. Time alone allows a man to confront his fears, clarify his intentions, and cultivate inner strength, but it should be balanced with community to avoid isolation. Practically, Deida offers a wealth of actionable advice for living as a superior man. He encourages quick, decisive decision-making, trusting intuition over endless analysis, and advises against wasting energy on distractions like excessive media consumption or trivial arguments. A man should channel his energy into actions that align with his purpose, whether that's advancing a project, deepening a relationship, or pursuing personal growth. Deida also stresses the importance of handling criticism and challenges with grace, viewing them as opportunities to refine one's character rather than threats to ego. For example, when faced with conflict, a man should remain grounded and responsive rather than reactive, using the moment to practice presence and resilience. The book is not without its challenges and criticisms. Deida's emphasis on masculine and feminine polarity can feel prescriptive or rooted in traditional gender roles, which may not resonate with readers who embrace more fluid or egalitarian views of gender. His focus on heterosexual relationships also limits the book's direct applicability for non-heterosexual readers, though many of his principles about purpose, authenticity, and presence are universal. The spiritual and sometimes esoteric tone, combined with Deida's direct and occasionally provocative language, may alienate those who prefer a more analytical or conventional approach. Additionally, the book's lack of a step-by-step structure can feel overwhelming for readers seeking a clear, linear guide, as it functions more as a philosophical framework to be adapted to one's unique circumstances. Ultimately, the way of the superior man is a call to live with intention, courage, and passion. Deida challenges men to transcend societal expectations, confront their fears, and align with their deepest purpose. By mastering work, relationships, and sexual desire, and by embracing spirituality, a man can embody his fullest potential not as a domineering figure, but as a conscious, purposeful being who lives with strength, clarity, and an open heart. The book's blend of spiritual depth, psychological insight, and practical wisdom offers a timeless guide for navigating the complexities of modern masculinity. For those willing to embrace its challenges, it provides a powerful framework for a life of meaning, connection, and freedom, inspiring men to live boldly, love deeply, and act with unwavering integrity in every moment.